Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I'm super excited to have you all here today and welcome you guys to a wonderful new segment where we're going to be finishing up a journey that we've been on for like I think 4 weeks now, where we've been trying to finish a build, a revamp really of our Coix3 Toolbox websites. And the reason why we're doing that is because we wanted to create a truly gamified experience for our users, for our prospective new members of our community, to help them really visualize how exactly the tools that we're providing inside our toolbox will help them tackle the challenges they have in everyday life. So without further ado, let's get straight in and let me talk to you about and tell you all about what we've done so far and what we're going to do today to finish the implementation. So jumping in right now, what we're doing today is we like to go about the why, what's, and hows, as we always do when we're building a build. The first thing we want to do is talk about why. Why are we doing this, right? So after working the structure and then design of the site, we're finally ready to do implementation of the website in Webflow. So we're really happy to show you guys how basically we go through the Webflow design journey based on the high fidelity mockups that we already have inside our plans that we've done over the last few weeks. So what are we doing really here? Well, we're trying to redefine our website with a hero's buying journey. Well, let's first describe what a hero's journey is, and then I'm going to describe what a hero's buying journey and how that's different. So a hero's journey basically is what everyone's kind of going through, right? Everyone is a hero in their own right, and basically we're always designing and defining, what is our next step in life? What is the next challenge we're going to take? What is the next boss we're going to fight? What is the next reward we're going to get? And everything has become sort of like a hero's journey where you're the main character and you're traveling through the storyline. So what I want to showcase and what I want to kind of target is that this is the part of the journey where you're preparing for your big fight with the dragon. We're preparing for that big quest that you have ahead, and we're helping you get equipped with the things that you need to go on that quest effectively and efficiently. So how are we going to do that? Well, we've already talked a lot about the different ways we're going to do it, but just to recap, basically we're making three main changes today. We're going to do a home page change, we're going to do a detail page change, and then we're going to do cart changes as well. And the idea is that we want to really have a very dynamic, beautiful site that enables people to be able to see exactly how they can, level up if they go on our sites and they pick up the things that they need. So I'm going to show you a bit about what the site looks like currently. So I'm going to open this up. So toolbox.coix3.com, and you can see that right now it's like a very, generic site. It's still very beautiful in my opinion, but it's a site that basically, gives you just basic information, take action on your learning, who works with us, some details, and then how it can be helpful. And you can see your different sections of your systems, right? Super straightforward in my opinion. But what I want to go ahead and try to do is try to just revamp this completely and give the users a little bit more of a dynamic journey. And we can also understand that one thing that we are missing here is the whole gamified element of which is what our community is kind of known for nowadays. So we want to really build up the gamified element for users to also enjoy so that they can actually see, hey, really we're embarking into a video game and this is, how it might look and feel. So let's go ahead and start telling you about the plans here. So in the home page, what we really wanted to do was on top. So actually, I want to organize a few things here. We wanted to create like a very beautiful landing page, right? A very beautiful hero section. So the hero section of the page is the section here. So right now it's just like, a little bit like this, but I think it could be beautiful. It could be like, imagining that you're entering a, entering into a, so again, we'll do a portal into another world. Okay. And then from here, we are basically having options to jump down to your, so get started links, right? Which jumps down to the, not inventory list, simplified, um, I guess, wares list. So basically, we have all these different sections, so functionality, skill level, classes. I think there should be a search bar at the top, so search bar. Um, so get start link or a search bar, but either way, here it needs a search bar. So get start links. So some call to action. I don't really know what that is yet, but basically what we're trying to do is just trying to make all these things that we've already described put into the site itself. So we want a beautiful hero section. So this probably needs to improve somewhat. And then what we're going to do from there is it's going to have a probably a search bar. I think this list of universities can probably go like under something. This is our big Y, which can be put on the about us page instead of here. This is what's going to change mostly fundamentally. Um, is that we're going to have a search bar here or something, and then these can obviously stay like cards, so we can see all the cards. But I definitely need to show like one gamified element on this, and then this we can keep this for now. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just double check our toolbox as well. Yeah, so this is our gear and stuff. We got the search bar here. Okay, so what we want to do now then is, I guess, a little bit of tweaking and building. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Webflow designer so you guys can see what it looks like from behind the scenes. Just like that. And by the way, guys, don't forget to drink some water. Keep yourself hydrated throughout the day. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is that we have the main page. Our toolbox page should be more, yeah, actually, let's also plan this out this way. So we have our main page. We're going to talk about our toolbox page as well. So toolbox page changes. So let's talk about what the intention of this page is. So homepage is basically landing page, gives wow factor. Toolbox page is the more detailed, I guess inventory list makes sense. Okay, but like more detailed, I guess store inventory list. Okay, so that's it. Um, and then more about us information. Okay, and then in the detailed page, then this is more details about the item in question. And then cart page changes. This is ideally this basically shows like what the user is going to benefit from. So like if you imagine normally in the store when you pick up an item, then you can see yourself kind of leveling up. Like this is where you are at now, and this is how much you're going to increase your intellect, your strength, or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. So um, stat stat bonuses with the item that they pick up. Okay, so that's the idea. So let's go ahead and start working on this. And we're also going to incorporate Midjourney as well while we're building this out because I really like the different designs that we've kind of come up with that make it look beautiful. So that's something that we definitely want to try. And then so what I'm going to do is start looking at this. First thing is I noticed some small things I can tweak already. This button doesn't work, which is so funny. But anyway, so toolbox, let's go ahead and change this link. So the link is here. Actually, I don't think it should be going to blog. I think it should be going to products. Let's go systems. Maybe our systems. And then here, I don't think we need this button at all, actually. All tools, our systems, all systems. I think all the functionality here should be here anyway. Should there be a getting started section as well? That's interesting. Search bar. I think whatever this is should be here as well. I think also getting started. So getting started is important. Option, getting started. And then what we are having here is, yeah, instead of core and auxiliary, I think better split it up to functionality, skill level. Okay, simplified store inventory list is, I got it. I'm gonna duplicate this first. So right here, simplified store inventory list is probably gonna be more about it's probably gonna be more about, yeah, so get rid of this one here. So packages. So packages. So imagine the store owner sizing you up and giving you generic advice on what you'll need to tackle the boss ahead. Right. So this is packages. Whereas this one is a complete store inventory list and we're categorized by Y. So, okay, so there's two CTAs here. So CTA 1 is the simplified, choose a package, and the next one is search for something specific. Yeah, okay. I think what could be really cool is that your cart basically has a avatar of you, with all the bonuses that you're picking up. I think that could be pretty useful. Yes, so that's cool. So then here is, okay, so again, there's always a call to action. So the CTA is, I believe right now it's already there. So the CTA is not see more, but see all products. See the whole list. Yeah, see more. But this can improve. Okay. Yeah, choose a package is a quick get started. And then details of the product, product differentiation is in there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to at least do some revamp right now. So getting started, core systems, auxiliary systems, is that the best way to think about it? Core packages, core packages, auxiliary package. Okay, so that's good. Um, yeah, I don't think actually this changes too much then. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, let's just change the hero site, and then I will do the more functionality a bit later because I think there still needs to be more work on that. But for now, let's figure out how to change this so that it matches like the look and feel that I'm looking for. So the first thing is I'm going to redo a little bit of the search that I did previously so that you guys know what we're looking at. So basically what we want to do is we want to use Midjourney to generate some really beautiful imagery. You can see like, we can get some really beautiful imagery just if we kind of look like this. But for now, I'm going to show you, so slash imagine um, fantasy, RPG, of course AR 16 by 9 for sure. And then what we want to do is, yeah, fantasy RPG hero. Beautiful website. Actually, don't need beautiful website. We just need hero. Um, Taking out weapons. And then I want to talk about. I want to show like a blacksmith store. Let's see what happens. Oh, but the AR was wrong. AR 16 by 9. Okay, so while that's waiting to start, we go ahead and still keep looking at this. So option getting started, options getting started. I still think core packages, and then auxiliary packages. And I think at this point we might want to also add some additional details. This is our manifesto. So like, I'm kind of imagining like we have a big heroes information here, and then we have this information, something action under learning below it, and then we can have this stuff. Start now, and yeah, so free packages to get started. Yeah, see all systems, see all tools. Maybe everything's a tool. But I like calling them systems instead of tools. See all systems. Yeah, see all systems. I think it's better. Browse our systems, and that leads to the whole thing. How can we be helpful? We can say we've compiled packages for you. Right. I think what we can do here is, okay, so first we can also get more inspiration as well. I love Webflow's showcase page because you can see so many interesting designs. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look. So I want to see I want to see more beautiful sites. Yeah, so for example, you can see like even funny things like this. Like everyone's so creative here. So I wanted to show you guys maybe something that I like a lot. Um, yeah, this is so like avant-garde kind of. Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this. You have something that comes up. Whoa, it's so cool. It's almost like a it's almost like a pitch deck even. Yeah, it's a lot of good examples here. So let's take a look and see what we can do here. Dashboard. So interesting. Someone made a whole dashboard here. Um, yeah, of course, like the Tesla site also super interesting. So you just have a big thing. This is what you can do. Big button, order now. Yeah, I always really like this kind of site too, honestly. Very, very visual. Yeah, this one I like a lot as well. But not exactly what we're looking for. But like it's almost like you're the hero, right? Like this is you, and it's what you can do with it. Yeah. Hmm. Or we can go this way, and then basically this way is you have a button, and then oh, I actually like this quite a bit. Oh, I like this quite a lot actually. Basically, you can see all the different products. Hmm. I actually quite like this. But basically, we need to also have something on the left that has like a avatar here, and then we can talk about leveling up together. Where's the live site? Oh, the mouse is just on the side there, and three later, then it disappears. I see, I see. Very interesting. Okay, this is pretty cool. I think this is something interesting. Let me look in. Let's see what else is here. This is also super interesting as well. And not this one maybe, but this one looks interesting. Oh, it's transitioning. Okay, okay. What is this? Yeah, this is also really cool too, as a site idea. Because you can see exactly how it works. That's what I like about it. Like these are all the ones that I just clicked on are the ones that like really showcase what the thing is all about instead of just being inspirational. Yeah, these are really cool. And this one shows like the tool that you're using. Very cool. This is also very interesting. Let's see live site. So you're seeing two different site examples. You have very clean, like three things. Um, and then you have a very clear, like, okay, these are the two pricing, and then these are all the prices. Oh my God, it's so cool. I actually really like this design as well. There's so many designs I like. Okay, so let's go ahead and show a little bit more and see what's recently cool. Oh, this is beautiful for sure. Let's see what that looks like. Um, oh, so cool. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh my God. Um, okay, yeah. So I think I know what I really want here. For sure. It'll be something like this because I like that we have that kind of layout. On the left side, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and just use the words. I do think there should be a second word here that explains a little bit more what we do. I really like this stuff as well, honestly, and this shows like, you know, people that are using it, I guess. This could kind of replace this down here. I do want this student trusting whatever there, so I think it would be probably maybe instead of this section, I'll put it here, trusted by these guys, and then just have a scroll or something. Um, and then this could be the call to action that says, hey, search for something or choose a package. Yeah, I think that could be it. Very cool. Let's clone this. Let's see how it works. Create site. So this is clone newsletter header hero section. Okay, so first things first, let's just deploy this so that I have a version of this that I don't have to worry about. And then let's go ahead and grab this cloned version, which is there. Let's see what the code looks like. So general, nope, I need to look for the CSS code. Where's the CSS code? Yeah, where is the CSS code? Okay, I like this element, by the way. This is really nice. Um, oh, interesting. They got this to work without the oh, and it also has like a 5-star thing. That's so cool. Okay, okay, okay. So I'm guessing then the animations here. Oh, okay, got it. That's that section. So I think what I do is I just grab this section and let's see what happens. I already saved, so I don't mind too much. Let's see. So I have this section here. And if I do that, it doesn't show the drag. Why? Okay, let's see. What's wrong with this? Oh, it's because there's a hidden section. How about this? Let's just take the whole page wrapper. Let's just take the whole body, can we? No, we take the whole page wrapper. Okay, page wrapper 2. Okay, so we have everything here, but it still doesn't work. So that's because it is not actually we'll understand this. So basically what I'm trying to show you now is I'm trying to show you that how I basically start building out a site if I'm taking some elements from the showcase page and stuff like that, because I think there's always a lot of good stuff and you don't want to lose it. So, okay, this animation wrap is so interesting. Yeah, there's some move and stuff like that, but how come I can't see it on my side? Okay, so this masonry thing should be moving. I get that. Technically, actually, I just need to take a bunch of stuff here. Okay, let's try to take this container then. Or just let's just take this section again and let's try this again. Okay, okay, so I lost the triggers here. So I go to masonry. Yeah, when page finishes loading, I don't have this animation. I see. So these are all the ones. Okay, how do I bring this over easily? I want to bring these over easily. So yeah. How about this? I'll bring those over after I edit these ones. So first, let's go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and make this one smaller because I think it's really hard to see. I see. So even if it was like this, okay, got it. So I want this to be up here. I see you added this because you knew that that would go over. Okay. Okay, so this form input should be a search. So let's go search. And then the text obviously should be, or the color obviously should be our color. Okay. And then we say don't have or get started with one of our packages. Okay, and then that's, I think, good. How do I make this smaller? 4 EM was the height there. Yeah, I lost all the formatting here. Oh no, that's still there. Oh, the whole thing's so big. Form symbol. Okay, so it's the container that has an issue. Width is 45 VH. That hasn't changed. Let's take a look at this flex box. Maybe it's just because this text is so big. Yeah, H2. Yeah, okay, let's make these smaller for a second and see what happens. But there's something weird here. Yeah, I don't know why this is so big. Why it's not containing itself. I think if I am able to find out that. What if I just deleted this? Ah, okay. That's better. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is just move this in. I see. Okay, okay. I get it. I get it. So basically the challenge was that this is just too big there. And but what I can do here is special tutoring courses. Special 2. And courses. Okay, and then I like this text. But I want this to also not cut into here. So I need to set some overflow thing. Interesting. So 60, what does that do? Oh, max width. Shouldn't this be VW? 45, 45 VW. Hmm. I think this is better. Yeah, so that's the max height. And now it keeps there. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I guess start one of our packages, and then packages basically will snap them down to this section. Or get started with one of our compiled, ready to use packages. No, I like the thicker one. It's time to take action on your learning. And then we have probably a section here for I still want to put a little human thing here, like a background. Actually, but let's take a look at what we have so far in Midjourney. So this is what Midjourney is giving us. I like it. It's basically like you're inside a factory, right? You're inside a blacksmith store. So yeah, I really like this. This is so nice. The trusted by section. I'm wondering if I can just put it here and shrink it down. And this could still be here. I just put this section here. Okay, let's do this first. So bolding this, and then make this red. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Here, make this one red. This background color, is it gradients? It's not. Okay. That's an interesting blue. I don't mind it actually. The shadow doesn't play nice with that, so I'm gonna go back to something like this. That's not too bad. Okay, it's not email address obviously here, so we're gonna change this one from email address to type is plain. This is search. The name of this is search form, search bar. And then I still need to change the search. And then I need to change the, oh yeah, so these need to change. But anyway, so I need to change the form inside from email address to something else. How do I change that what's inside? Placeholder, there we go. So task management. Okay. I wonder if I can add something like this. I really like their underlining, so let's take a look at that. Also, this is super big, so their height is 1.6. Okay, so their height, I'm not getting a height here. H sub. Excuse me. Okay, so their height is 1.6. It is 2. So how are they making this smaller? Max height 38. Actually, what is this text? 24 pics. So paragraph large testimonial. Why is it bolded? I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna just delete this one. We need to simplify this text. Yes, our toolbox is for 3 things. Because I think we can put like 3 checkboxes. Live with intention, improve productivity, make work fun. Yeah, something like that. It's a lot of information there, so I don't really like it. I want one sentence here. Okay, I mean for now, let's put a placeholder here. We're changing that. Okay, so that's clear. This is our what we care about. Um, okay, let's take away the section for now. So this section, I'm gonna just hide it, so hidden. Let's go ahead and do that. And I actually like this card a lot, but I wonder if I can just stick this card somewhere here. I can. Nice. This container has a lot of padding above. Animation wrapper. What if I just put it here? Actually, this is interesting because why isn't this take the full space actually? Because I think this could take the full space. So let's go ahead and just grab this. There's a max width here, that's why. Yeah, I think that's better actually. Here, there's also a max width here. What is going on? Okay, so what's this? There's a max width here, that's why. Um, yeah, I think that's better. And this whole thing can now be controlled with just one variable. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So we're changing that. Um, or get started quickly with one of our rare to use packages. Okay, this is nice. Delete the section. Oh wait, we lost something. What did we lose? We lose. Yeah, wait, we lost our testimonial section. Ah, okay, that's fine. We can grab it back. I know where it is. Okay, so what we need to do is get back this section now. So take away hidden for now. I need this section, so trusted by whoever. Okay, and then now I need to add back that's hidden. And then now, because this has to be long anyway, I can just add something in the bottom here. Something like that for now. Okay, actually, ideally this is on top of everything. So this stuff, how come it's so high? What's the Z index on this? Okay, it's auto. C index is auto here. So, which means that I can actually hide it behind this stuff if I really wanted to. So let me try. So Z index here. High Z index. So let's go ahead and add the Z index here. Where is the Z index section? I saw it earlier. We can have the Z index here. Fill, nope. Yeah, it's really important for me to hide this. Okay. Yeah, this section needs to be somewhere. And also need to hide this. So where is my Z index? Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's my Z index. So basically I need to have an additional thing behind everything. No, I think this one just needs to add IZ index. It's not static, it's relative. And then this is 99. And also I need there to be a background here. So background is white. Yeah, background is white or something. Yeah, background's white. Cool. So that kind of works. But what I think is this definitely needs some spacing. So what we're going to do is companies wrapper here. This is what I used to do. Is that nice? Time will tell. Okay, so also this needs to have the, yeah, this also needs to be stuck into there. So there's nothing in here. Oh, hide. Ah, okay, so this is more stuff there. Okay, and then so I guess I can just show, and then we have all this stuff. Okay, so this popped in. I'll fix that for sure. It's very leaning to the right, which I think was the original design. The original design, this also leaned to the left. So the issue then is this not leaning left enough. Oh, it's always leaned to the right more. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this is very nice. I'm about to use that or get started quickly. I think there's still too much information here. Probably this needs to replace this. Yeah, this probably needs to replace this. Probably remove this paragraph. The space is useful, you keep that. I think then probably this stuff needs to just go somewhere else. I think what we can do is what if I put this card up here? Okay, I think this is the last thing we're gonna solve here. So we have everything on top. I'm also obviously gonna put this on top, so this is high as the index. So we're just gonna go ahead and make this relative, add a 99 onto this, and then add a background. So a white background. So it's all hidden in the back. What's going to be useful is definitely, okay, so let's hide this, slide the top thing later. I really like the cleanliness of this. I quite like this being small too, honestly, but okay, maybe I'll still keep this all. But the idea that right now is that this needs to be hidden in some way. There's only room for 3 pieces of information. It's only going to be the title, the subtitle, and the search. Anything more needs to be implicit. I actually really like something like this in the bottom, which is what we kind of have here. Maybe it's just floating. No. Maybe just floating. Okay, this wasn't too nice. Yeah. Okay, let's move things around. Let's say this was actually up here, and then we make this smaller. Okay, I think I got it. And then we make this smaller. And then so we go ahead and go here. We add a, why is there a max width on this? Oh, okay, this is the 38 max width. Okay. So I think it's huge. How to make it smaller? Okay, so that's not gonna make it smaller. Height 4. What if we make this height 2? Let's make it smaller. The text somehow is very big, so I wonder if I set paragraph large on this. So I need this to be 2.4 pixels. Okay, that would change it actually. Okay. Okay. So this button also needs to change in terms of sizing. Button 2 is absolute. Let's go ahead and make this, whatever this button is, 16 pixels. Okay, so that's nice. I think we should go for 25 pixels instead, or 20 maybe. And then this can be 20 as well. And then this can be, I think this was 16. No, that's 24. So that's 24 pixels as well. That's actually getting bigger, so 20 pixels. Nice. I think that actually looks pretty good. Or get started quickly with one of our ready-to-use packages. Boom. So now everything kind of looks a bit more aligned. We have this beautiful thing. It's a 38 EM. Okay. And then now what we have to do is, I also want this to be less rounded since that's the way we're going with it. Radius is too much, that's 10. This radius is 20. Okay, it's not 20. That's why I was so confused. Radius here is, there's something wrong here. What's the radius here? Huh, okay. 20 pixels. 20 pixels. I see. Okay, it does work. Okay, so then this box can also be 20 pixels. This rounded is 4 pixels. Okay, let's make it 10 pixels instead. Does that round everything off? 15 pixels. Okay, 15 looks good. And the rest of this can match with that. So the corner of this. Okay, that's quite nice. I like it. So last thing we need to solve is this trusted by section. And I think we can solve that by simply moving it to another section. I still think that having trusted by the section is really useful. But for now, I don't see a place to put it, so I'm just going to throw it out for now. Okay, so let's go. Okay. One thing here is that when it gets more space, it doesn't know how to use the extra space. So I think what happens is okay, there are some issues here. I think responsiveness we'll play around with later. But for now, I think there's some max width we need to set. So yes, it's great that we have 45 VW as the max width here. I think this shouldn't be max width. This should be the normal width, VW. And a max width is an absolute figure, which is whatever, 300 pixels, 500 pixels, 1000 pixels, 800 pixels, and just 60 pixels, something like that. So then if I even go large, nothing really changes too much. Okay, I like that. And that'll keep scrolling. We'll fix that later. These things don't matter so much. Nice. Yeah, I still think there's something here that we can improve. Should I put the trusted by down here? Okay, this is my last check. Oh yeah, we need to fix these for sure. Oh my god, it's so bad. Okay, there's two things I still want to do here. I want to add this underline thing. So text underline, what is this? So yes, whatever this is, I want this. So I need to add underline. Okay, so holding a static, then you have relative, and then you have that. So okay, special two courses. If I just change it up, special two, and then courses. I see. Okay, so it's not so easy to just copy and paste that. That's fine. Let's do this. I really do still want to fix the okay, I want to put something down here that will show basically the okay, I think the trusted by section then is going to be most likely we're going to want to put it into another place. Maybe here. So here you have let's also get rid of this for now because I already know this looks ugly. Get rid of that for now. So then it's already here from day one. Fantastic. We can remove this for now as well. Same with, so then we can just go with the animation wrapper. Remove that as well. Keep it nice and simple. Okay. Okay, and then this also actually is tucked in. So everything here is tucked in actually. So if I usually want to go here and add the text box 60. Yeah. I think I need another text box here. So this text box 38 is what I need. Okay, and then we have paragraph large. I want to put it inside this text box. Just delete this whole thing. Put it inside text box. Animation wrapper. The whole thing goes into here. And then we remove one of the spaces. And then we put there. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to do that is because I think it looks better this way if all lines up. And what I can do here to make this look better is just remove the number of systems. Yeah, something like that. But the idea is that this needs to be more justified, I guess. The gap needs to be raised a bit. So yeah, what's this? So columns, what, 20 pixels? Could be nice. Yeah. So then we have that there. So if I look at it again, there is not enough education. Okay, so we keep that 2 lines, make it like that. That's super clean. Um, Again, if I want to compare, uh, there's still something missing here, in my opinion. What if we just remove this? What happened? But I still think it looks weird. Yeah, it looks weirder actually, so I want to keep that. Yeah, okay, so that's a nice hero page. I think these kind of match, so it's not too bad. Um, I think what could be nice is that if this is floating here instead. Let's try one last thing, which is what if this was below? So what if this was below here? Oops, that's not what I wanted. What if this was below? So what if this was on the bottom of this thing? What happened? I don't mind it because it's just giving me information to click on here. So actually, let me stick it into this then. Yeah, I think something like that is actually pretty nice. Then we have the space, which we can keep here. And then let's go ahead and just show it like that. And then I think what we can do finally is we can go ahead and put in the school section on the bottom. And then, so we're gonna do something like this. Yeah, I think better to put it into the review section. So this is who we're trusted by. I also think like this can probably have the same look and feel as the thing below. So instead of having the, let's change this color. Yeah, it could be white. And then what we can do is add a border. So that's not what I wanted, but add a width border. Or at least a shadow. How does this work? So this one is just shadow, outer shadows. 11 pixel, 15 pixel, 0 pixels. It's not bad. Okay, okay, okay. I think we need to finish this up here. So now we have a nice little site here. Obviously more tweaks can be made in the future, but for now, like I think it's actually pretty sleek. I think here maybe we should want to do like a 3 EM instead of 5. Wait, did that make a difference? Okay, it did. Okay, 3 EM. So it's a bit nicer on the eyes. And then what we can do here is just make sure we pull back out the other section. So let me just grab that now before I forget. So we will have a section that's hidden right now that has all the different companies. or schools rather that use us. So we can go here, say trusted by. Or actually, we can put it here. How can we be helpful? Yeah, this stuff, sure. But like right here at the bottom. Would that make sense? Or I just put it at the top here. Yeah, so how can we be helpful here? So up here. Oops, that's not wanted. So maybe company's wrapper just goes right below this into the middle. So we have we need to add a container default. Or a whole new section actually. Okay, wait, so undo that. Company's wrapper, delete that. I am going to now grab a whole section now for this. That's hidden right now. Copy and paste it. So that we have another one. Take out hidden. But take out everything else in this section except for that. So yeah, take that whole thing out. Okay, great. And then max width section. How big is this section? So I'm gonna remove this courses bit, but I am going to still keep. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this section. Now I'm gonna say hi, said index. Okay, great. We're almost there. So relative, we're gonna say 99, and then we're gonna add a nice background here. That's white. And then we're done. This is it. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. We're gonna keep tweaking the site. Ideally, I'll do this off stream, and you guys can see the final version for yourself at toolbox.co-x3.com, or actually we're gonna migrate it over to toolbox.x3.family. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful start to your weekend. Thanks for joining us for our live streams.